a lot of times your best developers are not going to be your best resume writers. And so you just don't get what you need usually from a resume. Sometimes you get resumes that just, they stand out and you go, wow, that stands out. But again, they're piped into the same, process as everybody else is. And so at the end of the day, it was nice that they had a nice, it might have stood out that they had a nice resume, but in some sense you kind of lose perspective on that as you go through the other things and look at more of the evidentiary based work. Like if this isn't really going to tell me if you know how to develop well, then I don't care. And we did that for a while and realized that the one piece that was missing for us was the ability to take business requirements and translate them into work product. Because at level 12, we have team leads and we have project advocates, but we have recognized that in order for developers to be successful here, they have to be able to do a little bit of project management. They have to be able to see the big picture. They have to be able to kind of break that down into the tasks. They have to be able to pretty quickly see where the problems are going to be, preferably before they spend a week heading in that direction, and come back to the team and say, hey, here's some things I've been thinking about. What should we do on those things? So that's when we partnered with Woven, who did a great job at developing an exercise for us that would help evaluate a candidate's ability to basically think in kind of project breakdown terms. And we added that after we had a few bad hires. We had a few bad hires. They did decently well in the skills, the very code-focused skills tests, and then they'd get to level 12 and they would struggle. A lot of times we just come into that room, we put stuff on the table in terms of business requirements, and then we really expect the developers to take charge of that and run with it. That ability to do that and to participate in that pretty fast-paced environment, not all developers had that, even though they might have been able to do the coding well once we got to that step. We need our developers to be able to think at the high level and then jump into the code. And again, that's not something that every developer is able to do well or even enjoys doing. And so we filter for both the interest and ability to do that to the extent that we can discern it.